Okay, so this is step-by-step procedure to embed the small circulation, the physical side of it, into the body. The first thing we're going to do is put our hands on our chest. And we're going to exhale naturally and notice that the tissue recedes in and up. And then as we inhale, the tissue will release down and out. So this is to show that what we're going to do is going to work perfectly with the natural breath, but it can also work just as well with reverse breath. Okay, the next phase is to lift the spine. And at first we're going to do this physically. Imagine you're trying to get out of the chair, but you can't use your hands. So you raise your torso all the way up to the base of the skull. Okay, and then let yourself settle back down so you feel the weight come into the quad and into your sitting bones. And when you do this up and down vertical, try not to go forward and back as you do it. So here, now we will add the breath in 3 stages. We're going to breathe into the lumbar vertebra, the mid-back, and the upper back and neck, all the way to the base of skull. So here, we lift ourselves out of the chair and breathe into our lumbar, our mid-back, and our upper back and neck. And then exhale and let everything settle straight back down into the chair. Okay, so now we're going to begin to join the Du meridian and the Yang tissues in the back with the Yin tissues in front and the Ren meridian. So to do this, we're going to put our hands on our chest and our abdomen. So in the first stage, we're simply going to exhale. We're not going to worry about the back for a second, we'll just do the front. Now, as you inhale, release your chest. Inhale further, release your diaphragm, and bring your hand down and inhale further, release your abdomen all the way down. Okay, now, we are going to go from the back to the front. As we lift our spine and we breathe into the lumbar, we're going to release our chest downward. As we breathe into the middle back, we're going to release our diaphragm downward. And as we breathe in and stretch the upper back, we're going to release our abdomen all the way down into the quad and the sitting bones. So it goes something like this. Inhale into the lumbar, relax the chest. Inhale to the mid-back, release the diaphragm. Inhale into the upper back and neck, release the abdomen. Okay, so you can move your hands if you wish, but the hands are only there to make sure that the tissue is moving in the right direction. So now that we can move the attention and feeling awareness between the back and the front as we inhale and stretch the spine and release the Yin tissue downward, we'll leave our hands on our legs, or we can put them on the dantian. So here, breathe all the way up and stretch the spine and release the front downward at the same time. Use the 3 sections, move your mind between them. Then settle back down, and as you settle back down, notice that the Yin tissue comes upward slightly and inward, upward and inward, and then we'll drop downward and outward as we inhale. So, inhale into the lumbar, release the chest. Inhale into the mid-back, release the diaphragm. Inhale into the upper back and neck, release the abdomen. So then, we can do it with 1 breath, and eventually our attention will be such that both things will happen simultaneously. The spine will rise, the Yin tissue will sink. So here we go one more time. Inhale, lift, and sink. All the way up to the base of skull, all the way down to the pubic bone. Okay, so now that we have the ability to lift the spine while sinking the Yin tissue in front, we're going to work with our circle. So here, As we exhale, we let everything sink into the chair. The yin tissue will rise up the front. We come to this position. Now, in the rising position here is where we lift our spine and sink our chest. Then we move our yi into our feet, or in this case, into the sitting bones, and return. So, we exhale, yin tissue up, the spine condenses. And now, open the spine, release the front downward. Now move your attention down to the dantian again, and repeat. Once you're able to do this, then it will be time to stand up and do this in the standing position.